Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Hello, OMFL Nation, and welcome to another edition of Tim's Take. I realized that I haven't done a show in a very long time, so I apologize for that. Busy life schedule. Um, my stepson graduated high school. We were very happy with the event and everything that came along with it. Beautiful graduation. Went to a Tigers baseball game with the family. Tigers won. Um, but you guys didn't come here to hear me talk about my busy life. You tuned in to hear my take on my games. I normally do Tim's take after 2 games, but I've been slacking, and I have 4 games to break down. So um, buckle up; it's going to be a ride. We started off 0-2, and we had a break game against the Colts um, that we really needed to be competitive. Um, and I felt for the most part we were, despite the loss. And then we had winnable games in the next 3 against the Saints, Jags, and Rams, and we proved to be winnable. So let's break apart the Colts. Um, in a nutshell, I couldn't stop them offensively. 426 yards of offense compared to 291 yards. 162 rushing yards for him to 81. He doubled me up on rushing. And passed 264 to 210, 19 first downs to 14. A common theme that I've seen in the past 2 weeks. So this will be 3 weeks in a row that I've seen that we've lost pretty much on a. Um, the other team has had 7 first downs more than we have. No turnovers a game. This is the part that's frustrating. We can't really move the offense, yet we're not causing turnovers. A lot of times, if you struggle on offense, you're forcing the ball, you're throwing picks and everything. We're not throwing picks this year. We are just struggling with rhythm and um, especially running the ball. Two, 21 yards of time to 14. Again, we're not getting the ball as much as we used to. Anthony Richardson had a solid game, 264 yards of passing, 4 touchdowns, 15 for 18. 15 for 18. The ball didn't hit the ground. Fargas, 211, 2 touchdowns, 15 for 24. I mean, normally 15 for 24, you'll take that every day of the week. Rushing, Taylor, 13 carries for 80 yards. Blake Corum actually led us with 3 carries for 60 and a touchdown. Steve Curry, Steph Curry's brother, got 631 yards of rushing. And Gibbs, where are you? 9 carries for 23. Gibbs has got to show me something. McCulloch, my God, this guy was a beast. It was like everything I do to throw at him, I could not stop him. 7 catches for 193, 2 touchdowns. Must be how you guys feel when I get JMO going. He's unstoppable. JMO 4 for 67. Pretty much it. Nobody really reported 2 for 19. Everybody's seen me put higher numbers than that. Branch 9 tackles. Tackles for loss. Cruz with 2. Ladu for 2. Durham for 2. Ladu got a sack. We never even got a sack in the game. So, not good enough. Definitely got to do better. Um, he fell behind in the first half big time, down 24 to 10 at halftime. We held them to 10 points in the second half, but without the offense kicking in another gear, this game wasn't even close. So we turned the page. We played Nate and the Saints. This was a good back and forth game, one that we dominated early, let him come back. He had a chance to win, and then we had a late score to go ahead. Numbers are pretty much even, 323 to 318, 61 yards of rushing to 56, 262 on either side, 20 first downs to 14. We get 6 more first downs. This is more Lions football when we get that. Only 1 turnover by the Saints. Time possession 19-25 to 16-35. Fargas, 250 yards, 3 touchdowns, 21 for 31. These are the solid numbers that I want from Vargas. Anthony was solid, was 279, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 14 for 25. Corum led our rushing again, 6 carries for 40. Weatherspoon 11 for 40. Gibbs 11 for 19. Common theme on Gibbs. Gibbs is not anywhere near where I need him to be. Oliver Hole. My God, this guy is a monster. 7 for 151 and 2 touchdowns. Jamal Bone had a nice game. We're 8 for 92 and 2 touchdowns. About time he showed up for a game. We did a good job spreading the ball out as a lot of people got catches. And I think what we have worked. Lindsey Morat with 11 tackles. Billy Ballman, 3 tackles for a loss. Hutchinson, 2 for a loss. Our defensive line was solid. Hutchinson and Ross with a sack. Deontay Scott with a pick. So, nice to pick up a win. Wish it wasn't as a close game, but we'll take it. A late score pulls ahead. Then we played our buddy Randy of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Definitely, I talked a lot about this game, saying that we're going to go down to Jacksonville, put a whooping on them. 24-14 is not exactly the whooping I thought we'd do, but I'll take it. 369 yards of offense to 207, 38 rushings to 180, 331 pass yards to only 27. He only passed for 27 yards. 18 first downs to 6. Surprisingly, he didn't turn over the ball, but we did too, twice. So, time possession 22 minutes to 13. Fargas, 351 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, 20 for 30. Russians, Sergio Scarborough was a thorn in our side. 8 carries for 154 and a touchdown. Gibbs, 9 for 28 with a touchdown. Got to get the numbers a little higher. But JMO showed up. 9 catches for 189 and a touchdown. So we need more production from JMO like that, and we'll be fine. Devin Lloyd, 7 tackles. Tavon Walker with 7. Taylor with 7. Backwoods with 7. 5 tackles for loss for Hutchinson. Hutchinson was a man-possessed this game. 5 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks. We need that, JMO. Fairley got 2 picks off of us, which led us to our most defensive dominating game, 31-0 against the Rams. 450 yards of offense to a 111, 132 yards of rushing to 43, 322 yards of passing to 68, 20 first downs to 7. No turnovers by us, 2 by them. And time possession 22-40 to 13-20. Dominating game, 336 yards of passing by Fargas, 3 touchdowns, 14 for 17. Fisher, 103 yards, 2 picks, 8 for 20. Gibbs finally got going a little bit, 10 for 60. Recent we had an injury and Blake Corum was out. So we had to sign a running back, and we signed George Watkins off the Dolphins practice squad. And his first real game, 10 for 52 yards. I'll take it. Kid looks like really strong. From Indiana State, probably the last great athlete from Indiana State was Larry Bird. Um, JMO, 3 catches for 130 and 2 touchdowns. Carlos Underwood arrived a little bit, 6 catches for 128. He's showing signs of potential. Um, 7 tackles by Jones, Kelly, Emerson, and Terrell. Tackles for loss. No real standout. Sacks. Dorsett, Bailey, Ballman, Fairley, Thomas all get a sack. And picks by Arnold and Scott. So that leaves us at the bye week at 3-3. So not exactly the start we wanted. The first 3 games were very tough opponents, very opponents that are doing well. So not surprising we went 0-3 in those games. And then the winnable games, the Saints, Jaguars, and Rams, we definitely turned the ship around a little bit. We need to keep it going, though, because the next 3 opponents we play are the Vikings, Cowboys, and Bears. A very strong gauntlet of teams that we got to play, including the Vikings we're going to play tonight. I'm not saying this is a must-win game, but if we're going to get back in the division race, we need to win this game. We're falling a little bit outside by the Saint. We're falling a little bit, but there is room to catch up. Bears are 6-2 in the division lead right now. Vikings are 4-3, Lions 3-3, and the Packers are 3-5. We should be in a position where we can compete and we control our own destiny. We got to start winning those games against the Vikings and Bears. That's pure and simple. Without that, we're not going anywhere. The NFC is a little tougher road right now for the playoff spot. Cowboys are there as usual. Seahawks, yep. Bears and Panthers, the division leaders, which I don't think are going to change much. But the wild card teams, the Saints are now in a wild card position. Vikings are in a wild card position, and Cardinals are in a wild card position. So to drop a second game against the Vikings would really hurt us in the division, in the wild card and divisional race. We own a win against the Saints, and I'm not sure we play the Cardinals this year. But either way, we got to win these games that we have to. There's some good teams right behind us. And the Falcons are 3-4, the 49ers are 3-5, Buccaneers are 3-5, and you never know what you're going to get out of Priest or Trey on their Packers and Washington team. So we are in a dogfight. We have to compete. We have to try to go against some really good competition and attempt to take the division crown. So that's pretty much all I have for this show. I know it's a lot I've thrown in. Invite everybody to tune in at 9:30, maybe sooner, for the Lions and Vikings. This should be a really good one and a key divisional matchup. So I hope what we have the last 3 weeks shows up against the Vikings and not what we had the first time we played them in a 24-13 loss where we couldn't do anything offensively. So, well, next time, peace.